What's up, Biochemical Fusions? My name is Pratik and welcome to BBC Top Gear India. Humans are sensory beings and we consume through various of our senses. Now, just like this video that you're consuming through audio and video experience. Catering purely to the senses of enthusiasts, Hyundai has launched their all-new Hyundai Venue N-Line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the time of the SUVs, and when the hatchbacks were in demand, they got their own performance updates. Today, we're going to check out one of those performance updates with the Hyundai Venue N-Line. Hyundai has redesigned the interiors and the exteriors of the Hyundai Venue N-Line. Now, the exterior gets subtle changes, like at its rear, you get an N-Line badge along with a redesigned bumper and a redesigned skid plate. And the most audio-sensory experience comes from these dual exhausts that you get at its rear. Now, if you thought that was enough, at its front, you now get a newer grille with an N-Line badge, X-shaped grills right up here, and you get a redesigned bumper along with a redesigned skid plate. Apart from these exterior changes, there's also this red highlight strip that runs right across the entire length and breadth of this car. You still get those LED projector headlamps along with cornering capabilities. The N-Line also gets redesigned 16-inch alloys with an N badge right in here. The boot space of the Venue N-Line is exactly similar to that of the Venue 2022, which is 343 liters. Sitting inside the N-Line gives you a new experience of performance with entirely black-clad cabin, and there's red highlights all across. These leather-clad seats now get red stitching and red highlights all across with N-Line batching on them. The driver's seat gets electric adjustments. There's a new steering wheel. Now, this one looks like the exact N-Line that you get on the i20, but this one feels very sporty. There's this beautiful 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system that also supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Apart from the usual bits that you find in the Venue 2022, you also get a newer gear knob. This one feels much sportier and is also redesigned with the N-Line batching. Just like the usual Venue 2022, this car also gets a sunroof. One thing that's missing from the usual Venue 2022 is the ventilated seats. Maybe this was necessary for a performance car to have better power to weight ratio. There's a good functional 1080p camera right up front, and there's also one that faces the passengers in your car. The rear seat experience of the Venue has not changed apart from the entire black cladding and this N-Line theme of red highlights. Adding flair to the entire N-Line package are these metal pedals that feel absolutely sporty. Hyundai has also added disc brakes at the rear, thereby the Hyundai Venue N-Line now gets 4 disc brakes on all the 4 tires. Powered by the same engine as the normal 2022 Venue, the N-Line produces 172 Nm of torque and 120 bhp of power from its 1-litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine, mated to a 7-speed DCT with similar drive modes. But some changes make it feel better. Maybe power to weight ratio? Let us find out. The power and torque figures have not changed on the Venue N-Line, but the entire power to weight ratio feels a bit more improved as compared to the Venue 2022. The suspension setup might be stiff and helps really good when you're cornering, but is not very unpractical when you're tackling bad roads like the ones that we are tackling right now. It still soaks in much of the bumps right in there and is a very practical car, to be honest. Driving this car does not just feel practical, but it also feels sporty thanks to this lightweight steering wheel. The turbo grunt and the entire engine refinement is really cool for this particular car. The overall feel is exactly similar to that of the Venue 2022, and that is a good thing. The 7-speed DCT gearbox on this particular car is very smooth. You also get 3 drive modes. You get Eco, Normal and Sport. In Sport mode, the DCT keeps those gears engaged right up till the red line. Priced onwards of Rs 12.6 lakhs ex-showroom, the Hyundai Venue N-Line appeals to the audio and video senses of all the enthusiasts who are looking for a practical car that does not break their budget. The lightweight steering on the Hyundai Venue N-Line, paired with a stiffer suspension and a relatively lesser body-to-weight ratio, makes this car feel a tad bit sportier. This was our take on the Hyundai Venue N-Line, a very practical and a tad bit sportier car that sounds a whole lot sportier than it should. On that note, this is Pratik. You are watching BBC Top Gear India. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video and share it with everybody who's interested in the Venue N-Line.